Welcome to the Startup Greece Talks. On this episode, I will meet Vasilis Tsougkas from Estatebrains. Welcome, Vasilis. Thanks for being here. So, my pleasure to see you and to meet you.
Thank you, Thanos, for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here.
So, before we start, learn more about Estatebrains, I would like to share with us some more about you and your background.
Okay, so let me share about my background. Let's start with my studies. I have academic background in statistics and insurance science from University of Piraeus. Along with what and the passion I have in technology and system in general, I started to work as a self-taught freelancer a couple of years ago, web developer on various digital transformation projects. That was and also the beginning of my entrepreneurship path. On 2016, I met with my co-founder Dimitris. So we started our first venture, which was a property management company with focus on short-term rentals. This was also the first time I met the real estate industry. So we are on the real estate industry for 7 years now. And we have a lot of passion in technologies and data and real estate.
So, as I understand, you work with something, Estatebrains is something on the prop tech industry. So, could you please tell us more about Estatebrains and what is your startup about?
Yes, of course. Estatebrains want to transform real estate data into actionable and meaningful real estate decisions. How we do that? We have developed a real estate analytics platform that offers tools to professionals in order to take decisions fast and reliable.
Which problems do you believe that you solve mostly to this kind of enterprises or people that are using your service?
Yes, today if you need to take real estate decisions, you should do a research. The research is currently based on archaic solutions. You need to find scattered and unstructured data, and you may or may not know where they are, and in case you find them, you need to analyze them in order to take decision. This process may take you a couple hours for a single property, 200 even 1,000 hours for the number of markets the properties you need to take decisions to.
Okay, I see. So you do these things. So you eliminate, let's say, the way that that companies or people that are interested in order to take decisions. You eliminate the time that is needed in order to take a decision. So what's the product about? What you have built until now and what you are doing?
Currently, we have developed a web platform that a real estate professional can enter, evaluate properties, get a picture about how the real estate market is going on based on traditional and non-traditional data. We have both kinds. Traditional data is about the property market, property market history. Non-traditional data, it has to do with more qualitative data, like for what reason I can use my property. And we have also marketing solutions for those users.
Okay, do you have a specific persona of the customer? I mean, which have you identified the specific customer?
Yes, right now we are focusing on real estate brokers.
Mm-hmm.
We believe that they don't have the time, they're lacking the time, and also the resources in order to take those kind of decisions. And we are trying to help them
Provide the service.
yes, provide their services faster and more credible.
Okay, so how's it going? I mean, are there any paying customers in which at which stage you are right now?
Yes, we are happy to say that right now we reached double digits in the number of paying customers. We started on a very short period of time. We started about a year ago from idea. And on January, we start to offer our solution on a paid basis.
Okay, so you said that you have some customers and the specific personas are the brokers. So how big is the market that you are targeting, and what's your projections? What are your projections for the next few years?
Okay, the market we are currently targeting. At first, we start from the Greek market in order to gain traction, see what is the problems, and make an even better product. In the Greek market, we have around 5,000 real estate, over 5,000 real estate brokers, and we are aiming the European market, more specific, the Eastern and Southern Europe.
Yeah,
which goes up to more than 100,000 customer real estate brokers.
Okay, and what about how big is the market? I mean, do you know how the prop tech on the specific thing that you are doing? I mean, I have understand that you are working with data and you're providing a solution like a SaaS service to the real estate brokers. How big is the market? That you said that it's about 1,000 brokers that you would have.
It's difficult to estimate the exact number of the market because currently it's on a very early stages. Both the data analytics market is on a growing phase of 10% each year, but we have estimated the Greek market to be 140 million euros, and that goes up to 6 billion for the European market that can be spent each year.
Okay, and how do you make money out of it? Which is the business model that you could make you sustainable and scalable the same time?
We are offering our solution as a SaaS service based on number of evaluation the users are making on the platform. We have packages currently that start from 40 euros per month and can go up to an enterprise level. Okay, so this is a custom package? As for the enterprises, most of them, because they have integrations, API integrations and custom needs, yes, it's custom. Most of them are custom packages. Is there any trial version that you offer, or it's, you just, if you would like it, you have to pay? No, we also offer a trial period of 14 days. The only need you have to do is to log into the platform, request a demo in order to show you how you can use it, and after that you are able to try the platform for 14 days. And which is the way that you are attracting customers? Do you use digital marketing, or do you make any trick that you would like to share with us? Currently, our main approach is to use digital marketing and word of mouth, because we have worked along with Dimitris in the last year in the as offering digital transformation. The services we are very keen to using digital approaches, marketing approaches. So 80% of the clients are coming from those sources, from digital sources, as we have developed also a pipeline in order to transform them, convert them into customers. And we have also another 20% that comes from our word of mouth.
Okay, what about the cold approach? Is it something that it works or not?
Currently, we are not using it a lot. We are more of, we want to make it as more inbound as it can go. So the cold approach, it's not an easy one because you need to have educated people and customers. And as it's on a very early stage, the real estate data analytics sector, we currently focusing on already educated users.
Yeah, and I think that I have a question in mind on that thing. So how sophisticated is a real estate broker?
It depends. We have different clusters. We have the broker who only uses his phone, run over the neighborhoods, make cold calling, and he works on a very manual way. On the other hand, we have brokers that they are more sophisticated. They like new technologies. They want to adapt. They want to make a more efficient ways to do work. So I think it depends. The second cluster, of course, they are smaller than the first one. But as we have noticed, these things, as the time passes, changing.
Yeah, the transformation is everywhere and in every market. I think, yeah, if you would like to survive, it's needed to let's say, to follow the trend and be asked to use the technology as much as possible. And yeah, technology probably makes you, give you a competitive advantage if you compare with the traditional players that they use maybe some basic reports or something like that. What do you believe that you could make you a very unique case for what are your customers love in your project, in your startup?
Let me describe you how we think. The real estate analytics market is at a very early stage, so for us it's the perfect time to start penetrating to it. Right now we have some direct competitors, but most of them are on a global stage, and they are focusing on well-established markets. Our approach here is to create a platform that is not for data analysts, because we know that not every person is a data analyst, so he needs an easy of use interface in order to understand the data for their needs. And that's the one thing. And the other one is the framework we have developed that by leveraging AI and machine learning, we are able to offer a universal solution, not only on countries that has structured data, but also in countries like Greece that don't have those kind of data available.
Okay, and on that thing, you say that you could do things on some unstructured markets that they don't have structured data, and maybe they are not public, or they are in another place, I don't know where. So yeah, how you do it, and which are the technologies that you use?
And we are using most of the technologies. The main technologies we are using is computer vision in order to determine property quality, machine learning for better prediction, and geospatial analysis in order to analyze non-traditional data that has to do directly with the real estate market. Except from that, we have a procedure in order to give the opportunity to our users upload their own data with an ease of use way. So we want to build a data network effect with that way. What that means, more users mean more data for us, which translate to better algorithms,
better quality,
which means better value, and eventually that goes on.
Okay, and better decision for the end customer, and yeah, I think for the deals that they are doing. And right now, I think it's the time for them to make better decisions. So yeah, it's a clear competitive advantage and something that makes you a unique case. So, and yeah, it's quite difficult for if you would like to share more about the Greek reality and about how are the data, because in other countries like the UK, you could find anything about properties and data are public. In Greek situations, it's not the same. So, if you have something to add on that.
Yes, we have seen solutions that the solutions we see as indirect competitors in other countries. We have seen very good examples in London, in UK, for example. You need to if you need to rent or buy a property, you need to have a flooding report for the property. It's mandatory. Here in Greece, it's not, but we have a lot of data available, but because it's unstructured, it is also useless. We want to change that.
So, and that's the opportunity. So I don't know if now the Climatologio could give access to to more data, and if there are public data, open data, in order to do more things with that and give some more value to the customers and to the market. I think that it will take some time, but for sure
we have a lot of good moves, good action from the Greek government at this time. Also, except from the Climatologio, we have the Greek registry, the Greek registry of real estate, which is also very helpful to get an idea about the Greek market. And I think this gives a new mindset to the professionals of the sector in order to start taking data as an asset and not just data.
Is it only for for properties like block of flats, or it could be a land that you can help the real estate brokers to get some data out of it?
Currently, we are focusing on the residential sector.
Residential, okay.
Yes, residential sector, but we have plans in order to open our product also in commercial and lands as well.
Okay, on that point, would you like to share with us some more about your next milestone? So, what are you planning to do?
Of course, currently we are gaining traction and strengthen our position in the Greek market. With that way, we want to eliminate any child illnesses the company may have and find the best product market fit. But if we find it in Greece, I think we will have for a couple of countries out there. After that, on the next years, we want to expand Europe, at first in Southern and Eastern Europe, and next to all over Europe, and become the go-to data and analytics platform for real estate professionals.
Okay, see, as for the funding, have you got any funding until now, or you are bootstrapped? And what are your thoughts about that?
Currently, we have managed to bootstrap the whole thing. At this phase, we are looking for, we can keep bootstrapping. Okay, of course, we have also our first paying customers, but we are looking for investors that they are interested in the real estate sectors and its potential of data, the collaboration of data and the real estate, in order to accelerate the whole process and reach and scale up and reach our goals faster.
So what about the runaway? Is there, for how long you are going to do that?
How long? It depends. It depends on the investors or our needs. Let me tell you, we can keep bootstrapping, but we want to accelerate the whole process, as I told you. We don't have any certain runway at this time. If we find investors that they are willing to offer their knowledge, their expertise, and they're interesting on that, we're going to do that. So we are currently on the phase that we are start talking with some of them. So probably the next months will be, we are announced fundraising, but it's not something I can answer you for sure.
Okay, great. And what about your team? How's the team? And would you tell us more about the team?
Yes, the team. The team at this time consists from 4 persons. Me, my co-founder, Dimitris Dukakaros, who are working for the last 7 years together on the real estate management company, and 2 more developers, Elena and Konstantina.
Okay, full diversity in the team. So yeah, it's something great. And why do you believe that you are able, in order to make it happen and to transform the very traditional real estate tech, the very traditional actually real estate way to take decisions with the tech oriented real estate making decision software that the SaaS service, the service that you provide?
I think we will need time, effort, and education in order to transform this sector. This will be the basic 3 elements. We are planning to give a lot of focus on the education part to show the people out there the value of the data and how they can impact the real estate industry. And I think that 3 elements would be the most important ones.
Okay, great. And what about the, do you have any thoughts about how big it would be? So do you have any expectation about an exit, or you go directly to IPO? What are the,
I think it's too early to discuss something like that. We have seen, if we want to make some assumptions, we have seen a lot of examples of companies on real estate and analytics and data and something and like that. We have a lot of solutions if we want exit or IPO. We want to make it as huge as we can. That's our first goal. It's too early to see how that can go, but our goals stay the same. Make it as huge as it can go.
Okay, that's great, and I wish you the best. And of course, I will for sure follow your journey. And as far as the market, what have you seen from your experience? How big is this? I mean, are there any VCs that are investing on that industry? globally, and I've seen that there are too many, let's say, transformations, or even if 3D printed homes. So the market, I have seen several things that are taking place on the market, and more data, lead to better decisions. And the value of data, I think it's something that VCs and investors could understand. What's your opinion on that? What have you seen?
As I see it, the real estate market is very big, so we see a lot of possibilities on that sector. Real estate is the second largest in the world, but in the meantime, it has very old processes. It's working with a lot of papers, a lot of manual ways. And so we see a lot of growth on that market. And it will be a good place to be.
Okay. We will see you on the place, and I just wish you the best. And for sure, it's something that it will take some time, but I think it has great potential, and there are too many opportunities on the field of PropTech, the industry that you are working on. So thanks a lot for being here. But before closing, I would like you to share with us your favorite quote.
I think try whatever you do, try hard and be ready to fail. I think that will be.
Okay, so let's try and try again. So thanks a lot, Vasilis, for your time and for being here. So we will keep in touch, and I wish you again. We wish you, all of us in Startup Greece, we are wishing you the best.
Thank you for having me, Thanos.
Great,
My pleasure.
great. Bye.
Bye.